and a very good day to our lecturer. We are from Group 2. Today we are going to present our lesson plan. I'm Syara Yashirah binti Abeng, and the next presenter is
Farina Hirani binti Antoni Masri. I'm Rashikin binti Ikhwan.
Hamzah Farina binti Rodi.
Dia Izzati binti Ahmad Hilal.
So let's get started. Today we are gonna teach 4 Cempaka, which is year 4 student, and they are intermediate students. We are gonna teach this class on time at 8:30 AM till 9:30 AM. We are gonna teach science subject, and the topic is human respiratory system. At the end of the lessons, student will be able to identify the parts of respiratory system. Next, describe the main function of the parts of respiratory system. And lastly, they're gonna show cooperations in the group activity. At the end of the lessons, students should be able to identify the structure of human respiratory systems, identify the lung structures, describe the process of inhale and exhale, and describe the breathing mechanism. In previous topic, we are already identified the parts of human respiratory system. We are gonna teach this subject in English language.
The first step is set induction, required in 5 minutes. The teacher set the clear instruction about what the student going to do. First activity is teacher will engage the student by greet the student and check their attendance. Second activity is teacher will having review session with student by recapping what they have learned in class. The third activity is teacher will explain their lesson and divide into the group and do the work, which is respiratory model. Learning activity is student greet the teachers and the student recap the lesson they learned yesterday. The student listen to the teacher explanation and the student listen to the teacher instruction.
One is presentation. It requires 20 minutes. So the first activity is we will demonstrate or explain about the experiment. The first step is we will present or explain about the learning objective. Then we will do a development activity, which is show the model of respiratory system. The student will listen and observe about the lesson objective and how to build the model of the respiratory system. Teaching at the minute is straw, plasticine, bottle, tape, balloon, rubber band, and plastic. That's all.
Okay, the next part is practice. This part requires 20 minutes. In this part, we will guide the student about the experiment. We will divide the students into groups, and this is the example of model, respiratory system model, and we will help the students to build the model of the respiratory system. Then the student will build the model for respiratory system and relate it to the concept. That's all for this.
So the next step is production. Here it requires 10 minutes. Here we will give quizzes to the student. Under teaching activities, we will ask the student to answer the quiz. Under learning activities, we will prepare some questions. For example, what are the main organs in the respiratory system? And the student will write the answer on the whiteboard. The teaching aids that we need is a whiteboard and some markers. So the last part is closure. Here, it only requires 5 minutes. Here, it is like a reflection. We will ask the student what they have learned to do, and the student will answer the question by review the activities and reflect the lesson.
That's all from us. Thank you.
I know